Alright, it's your boy Nick from Blatantly Blunt. I'm here today at Music Potential at DV8 Music College with a man like DJ JJ. What's going on, sir?
Same old, man, just out here, just putting a little hard day's graft and just trying to, you know, get some young people into some radio.
I am honoured to be here today with the host of Capital Xtra. She goes by the name of Jade Avia. What's happening?
That's me, hello.
Hello, how you doing? What brings you here today? Music Potential, Barclay Card, Capital Xtra.
Well, basically, you know, I've supported it for a while now. I think it's a great cause. I think it does great things for young people, and it's a great way to get your foot in the industry. You know, I have people who have actually come through Music Potential that work with me, so I thought it's great for me to come down and support and actually meet people who are trying to do exactly what I'm doing. Why not?
Man, talking of radio, like you've been grinding for a good 8 years, right? Doing some big shows across some of the biggest stations out there, man. Tell us a little bit of background about yourself.
Literally was on Rinse from the age of like 15. First ever show I done was with Wiley. That was like in some studio with like a slot machine in there and all sorts of stuff, like the gritty days of Rinse. Like, come up through that to when Rinse went legal. Since then I've had shows that I've done bits on One Xtra, I've done bits on Choice, done bits all over the place, to be honest. But yeah, literally just grafted 8 years, has literally not been off the radio more or less.
So how did you get into the industry yourself? Because it must have been a hard, like Capital Xtra must have been a hard mountain to climb to get there. What was your kind of route into the game?
Well, I started studying radio in university, but while I was at university I made sure that every single radio station in Birmingham knew who I was. So I gave out my demos to everybody, hounded everybody to make them give me a show. In the end, I finally managed to get on most of the stations in Birmingham. And then from that, I said, okay, I've had enough of Birmingham now, I'll move to London, and I worked on some online platforms. And from there, I kind of just got my profile up and got recognised by Kojo, who was looking for a co-host for his show. And from there, that's kind of, the rest is history. And I think obviously Choice then moved into Capital Xtra, and now we're here speaking at Capital Xtra's Music Potential.
Yeah, there's not enough young people involved in radio, man. Like they say that radio is for young people, there's not enough youngsters actually representing on the radio, I think.
So what do you think the stations need to do to kind of elevate that and reinvigorate the radio scene?
I would call it more of a radio apprenticeship. Like, you've got a lot of people like Capital Xtra are doing it a lot at the moment, where they're bringing in young people to actually produce on the shows. Like, if you would have been here today, you would have heard the likes of Jade Avia going through people that have actually graduated from this course and gone on to actually produce on the breakfast show on Capital Xtra and stuff. And like, you can hone in on your craft there and just elevate, take the knowledge you've gained there. Like, there's a million other stations you could go to where you could, you know, get tight at your game and like literally produce better quality shows. But it's got to learn, man. It's all a learning curve. I reckon more radio stations like Capital Xtra need to actually develop courses where you're able to kind of get first-hand knowledge and experience in the radio field, man, because it's not all go there, put a tune in, press play. Like, it's not that simple. You have to know timing, you have to know when to plug certain things. There's definitely a lot more textures to radio than people first envision.
100%, bro. So to anyone that's getting involved in this Music Potential event, what do you think they can learn from it? What's the best parts of this program that people like yourself 5-10 years ago could have really benefited from? What do you reckon they can offer people like that?
To be honest with you, I think the best thing that people can do when they come to this project is just talk to people, because everybody around you is going to end up somewhere at the end of the day, and it might be, you know, making the same money that DJ Fresh is doing. It might be being the next Beyonce, you don't know. So it's about talking, it's about networking, it's about getting to meet the people who are actually doing what you want to do in the future. And at the same time, it's about getting your hands on the resources that you might not be able to afford, not be able to get at home. You know, so coming in and actually using the equipment that they have here. There's loads that you can learn from it. You know, if you manage to make friends with somebody who then just so happens to know one of the biggest producers in the UK, you don't know what the possibilities are.